Yeah, I mean, it's the best. It rules.
Okay, but elucidate for me why you go here as opposed to the Pelennor Fields and Return of the King, which is even grander in scale.
Oh, lovely scene. I think the entire film builds to Helm's Deep, the Two Towers, that is. The limited scale of that film relative to the whole, and I think it's important that it is kind of in this limited middle ground of the war with a smaller number of people, more dire stakes, that you can kind of properly set it up. I think a big part of why this sequence works so well is that it has been so well set up over the course of the film by Peter Jackson and company, in the writing, in the in just the things they're showing us. The people of Rohan being too old or too young to fight, and basically framing it as sort of the proving ground for Aragorn, who is, of course, one of the most important characters in the film, who will ultimately return as the king and not play much of a role in the Battle of Pelennor Fields by design. Right. This is where he proves he has the right to rule, to the audience at least. This is where he becomes, the giant swinging dick action hero of Middle Earth. And beyond that, the geography of this sequence is superb. The design of Helm's Deep is incredible. The little narratives that we are following throughout it. I love Legolas and Gimli having a murder battle with each other for points. I really
turning it into a Mario Party minigame.
Mm-hmm, yes. The Haldir, the elf that comes in, the whole thing with the elves, which is only there really to justify why elves are there, from a previous version of the story that had Arwen present at the wall. That's like a fix-em-up, and it is so effective. It's so great, and it is the only character that really dies in that film.
It allows them to have a known character death in the midst of it, which I think is crucial to keeping the stakes up. The murder contest is so incredible. That feels like it should be something added in 2002 to the movie version that's going more bigger blockbustery action stuff. It kind of blows my mind. That's straight out of Tolkien, actually. Included that in the book.
Oh yeah, there's
in the book version.
There's a lot more of it in the book, if anything. Yeah. There's also there's so many great images of that, and the fact that they as long as they have the wall, they're good, and then they figure out a way for the orcs to blow up the wall, and so you can be like, oh shit, with the guy with the Olympic torch, and they're all cheering for him. That's great stuff. It is my favorite medieval siege committed to film, I would say. And there were some contenders here. I was looking at the historical epics and thinking along those lines, and there's some great ones that I won't mention, but this one just, it has the best geography and the best look and the best characters, and
I think you could.
It's got orcs. It's got orcs. So that. That's just and all the little character beats that exist within this. Everything with Theoden. Ride out with me. All that shit. It's so good.
Yeah, it doesn't have orcs. It has Uruk-hai, which are even the better version of orcs. That's one of the reasons I give it the edge over Pelennor Fields.
I stand corrected. Also,
the fact that no, I'm just saying these are the little bits that edge it out over the same thing in the next movie.
Of course, they're the Uruk-hai of the White Hand. Yes, we all know this,
right? Because Saruman's more of a factor. The enemy behind the army is more personified than you get in the third movie, which I think also helps.
Yes, it does. You're right.
They both have pretty great cavalry chargers, I suppose, to end. But I mean, the Two Towers. This one is even more iconic. Just the shot of them charging down the mountain,
coming over the hill with the sun. Oh yeah, incredible stuff. I like that movie very much.
It's very good. Yeah. I often think that's the best of the lot.
My opinion changes all the time on that, but it's often Two Towers.